Welcome to my welcome to my welcome to my welcome to my YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. Welcome to. Alright, here it is, another episode, okay? Sorry to keep you guys waiting. I've been gone for 2 freaking weeks, alright? I understand. I get it, alright? I apologize. And, I don't really have like a big grandiose excuse for why I haven't been here, alright? I just haven't. I can just tell you one thing, and that's just prior to this, I've been recording all of my content on my phone, my little iPhone 8 that I use for everything, and it's been stressful. It's been overwhelming, okay? And I didn't like the way it was going. So I invested in a computer. I don't know if you can see it from here. Let me see. So I invested in this computer here, right here. Alright. Those of you that know, you know that this right here is the latest and greatest in badassness, okay? The latest and greatest in badassness, and I own one. It's a great experience. This will be the first video that I edit with this technology that I possess, okay? And I'm also using a Nikon camera, so I hope the video quality is up to par. I hope everything is up to your entertainment standards, you know, new and improved. Okay, I know I've been gone for a minute, but I'm coming back better. At least that's my goal. That's my intentions. And I hope I am achieving them as close as possible. Okay, all right, there it is. Cool. Now that that's out the way, so look, when I first bought my Mac Mini, right, I bought it from Best Buy as like a used open box deal, right? I got it like $40, $50 cheaper, and I was able to get it faster. I was able to get it next day, just pick up from the store, right? So I got the Mac Mini, took it home, I fucking plugged it in, turned it on, everything was fucking great until I got to the create an account screen, and for some reason it wouldn't let me create an account. Now, not knowing this, not knowing, I just naturally, I go in and me being like a computer nerd, just a computer guy, I go in and I delete the hard drive, you know, just restart the whole computer, and I re-download the iOS system, and I try it again. Well, long story short, that is a problem for the Mac Minis. Now, I'm guessing whoever had the Mac Mini before me did this, and that's why it was acting like that as soon as I opened the box. But then I did it again, which didn't fucking help. So there's a glitch in the Mac Mini that if you delete the hard drive, then you won't be able to either install the iOS system or get past the create an account screen. And I fell victim to that glitch. Oh, how unfortunate for me. But I did return it back to Best Buy, and I just ordered the brand new one, and everything's working fine. So that's freaking great. I will be just editing off of iMovie as of now. I did think about going with, what is that, Final Cut Pro. I've been spending a lot of money on just software and products for my filming. Like I have 3-4 tripods that like 3 or 4 of them I don't use and I threw away because like they suck, you know what I mean? I just buy the cheap shit, and I need to stop buying cheap shit. If I'm gonna buy something, I need to go ahead and like spend the appropriate amount of money to get quality equipment, okay? So that's that. Anyway, the point is, I've been spending a lot, and I decided, well, hey, you've missed 2 weeks of editing. You spent almost $1,000 on this computer. Let's just take it easy. Use the basic free software until you get your fucking consistency going again. And then, if you still want to get Final Cut Pro, go ahead and get Final Cut Pro. I do have Adobe Rush on my phone, and I hate it. I wish I never bought it. But that's that. What the fuck have I been doing mentally over the last few weeks? You know, what's been going on in my life? You know, why have I been neglecting my YouTube viewership? What's really more important than making these fucking videos? Huh? Tell us! We want to know! I don't know, bro. I'm still trying to figure this whole shit out. Like earlier today's Sunday, I'm making this video on Sunday. Earlier today, I was just talking to myself and I was like, Jordan, you have no business running a company. You have no business running a YouTube, running a website. You have no business trying to do the things that you're trying to do, bro. Like, who the fuck are you? And I feel that way mostly because I'm just not disciplined enough to do it. It takes me a long time to get up and do something. I wasted Saturday. I completely wasted it. I was asleep all day because that's what I needed to energize my spirit and my emotions. Cool. I know how to energize my spirit and my emotions. I did what I had to do. But the fact that it takes the whole day, 24 hours for me to do that, and then I only have 24 hours left before I have to go back to work and school and a busy-ass weekly schedule, it doesn't give me a lot of, like, room for opportunity, a lot of room to do other things that I want to do. I mean, fuck, like, video right here. There's a lot of things that I want to do, and I don't have a lot of time to sacrifice, and so that's why sometimes when I think about what I stack against myself, I'm like, dude, you have no business doing it. But although I feel that way, and it may be true, gosh darn it, I just can't help doing it. I don't know what it is. Like, when I get up and I do want to do something, I just want to do it all. And I've always been like that, and I think I'm always going to be like that. And for some reason, I just keep rationalizing a reason to be like that. So yeah, with that being said, let me get some water because I'm very thirsty. I did put cocoa butter on my face. Do you see like the shininess of my skin? Right? Because I noticed that I'm always very, very ashy and dehydrated when I make these videos. So I made sure that I moisturize myself, but I am getting a little parched. I'm becoming a little parched. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some water. Be right back. Okay, so where was I? Overwhelmed, 2-day weekend. I kind of want to go into this a little bit deeper. What the hell was I ranting about? Okay, here's how I see my life right now. Like, I'm dedicated, and I've said this before, I'm repeating myself. But, I am repeating myself. Do I want to talk about this again? Repeated content. Alright, I'm not going to go into it in depth again. I've already gone into it before, I think. But what I will say is this. This is what I realized. I got this book over here, okay? Got this book here, right? You see it? Law Dictionary, okay? Clearly I paid $6.50, you know, half price books. Shout out to Half Price Books. I paid $6.50 for the book. Okay. So I picked up this book, right? And I need some more water. Hold on. Alright. So I picked up this book, and on a fluke, I went to a page and I discovered something that was very, very interesting to me. Okay? I'm going to show you. And I almost opened the book to the exact page this time. Like, I was one page off. So check this out. In this book here, okay, in this book they have a definition of master and servant. Okay? Should be, what, right here? Can you see it? Focus there. Come on, camera. There we go. See? Master and servant. Y'all see that? Okay. Cool. So, I'm going to read it here, and then I'll go into like how it made me feel and what I thought about when I read it, okay? Master and servant. Legal definition is an employer-employee relationship. The relation that develops from an express or implied employment contract between a master or employer and a servant or employee. Goes on, it says restatement agency, second, it has some numbers here, 1958. Then it says, the servant is expected to perform services, usually for a salary, and is under the master's control. While servant sometimes refers specifically to hired help in domestic matters, in its broadest sense, the term refers to a person of any rank or position who is subject to the control of another. Such a relationship is distinguished from that of an independent contractor who is not under the employer's direct control, but serves the employer only as to the results of his work and not as to the method by which the work is done. Essentially, the power to control is the test in determining whether a master and servant relationship exists. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I'm not here to get all like pro-black on you guys, you know. Like, I'm not even a believer in like organizing based on color. Like, my skin color doesn't distinguish the type of people that I support and believe in, and you know what I mean? So fuck all that. This is not about race. This is a law dictionary. Okay? The law that affects black people, white people, Mexican people, anybody who fucking lives in America, I assume. It doesn't necessarily say American law. But then again, like, I haven't necessarily looked through it. That was pretty cool. And so I'm gonna use this definition of master and servant to explain why I feel overwhelmed and what the fuck that has to do with 2-day weekend. Just as quick as possible, because I don't know, I just feel like 30-minute videos are a little bit too long. You tell me. Are my 30-minute videos too long? I guess it depends on what I'm talking about. 30 minutes is better than missing 2 weeks, right? Anyway, master and servant. So check this out. A little background story, okay? All my life, I've been free. My whole life. What I mean by free is I've never had to conform to any strict institution, to any strict type of socialization. Okay? I didn't go to formal school the most of my life. I was homeschooled, or better explained, I was unschooled. Like, I had kids at 14 years old. I didn't really see, there wasn't really like a school structure in my life consistently growing up as a child. There's a lot of other things, but my mother did a great job, as you guys can tell, of creating a child that was attracted to knowledge and information. Somehow, some way, I became attracted to knowledge and information. So throughout my life, I just always went towards that, and that's how I became the person that I am today, on the educational side. But I don't have that structure, so that's my point. No structure there growing up. Okay, when I became an adult, as you guys know, as early as 19, I was homeless. Made a video. A lot of you guys found me from that video. Homelessness brings on a certain type of freedom. Okay, you don't really have to conform to a lot of fucking rules and regulations, other than, hey, free food served at this time, you better be here at this time, or if you're at a homeless shelter. But mind you, I lived in a tent city for a reason. I'm very keen and supportive of freedom. I don't like rules and regulations. I don't like somebody telling me what to do and when to do it and how to do it. I'm not with that shit. Okay? Now, when I did go to college, I went to college for an art major, which is very free-spirited, although structured in a sense. But I realized, because that was after I went to prison too, and going to prison, I realized that some structure is fucking good. Some structure, if you don't have it, I don't know how to explain this, but let's just say if you don't have any structure, somebody's gonna put some structure on you. There's gonna come a time when somebody's gonna force structure on you in order for you to survive. Unless you were like birthed to royalty, in a sense, you were birthed with some type of privilege that allows you to survive without being structural, right? This is a very deep topic, and I'm speaking on it very fast. I'm just trying to get to the point here, and the point is that I have a deep-rooted resistance in me, like historical resistance against being a servant. Not just because I'm black, but just because of how I was brought up, right? Okay. So, but I consciously decided to be a servant and to live this kind of like mediocre, cliche lifestyle, as far as going into the trades versus doing anything else. Mind you, I can prove it, but I'm not that type of guy. Like, I've owned my domain name for years. Like, I bought my domain name in like 2016. I've held on to it for years. And I used to have two. I don't think I have the other one, but I keep renewing these domain names every year, not doing anything with it. A lot of these ideas that I'm finally putting to the floor, taking action on, they've been in my head, they've been in my notebooks, they've been around me for years. That's why when everything hit, like the homeless video and everything, people were like, hey, where can we find you? I'm like, dude, fucking Google my name. Like, everything's been set up in a business format for years. Like, I've always envisioned this, and I always envisioned using my homeless videos like a catalyst, in a sense. Not like a catalyst, but like the history, right? Because I always wanted to prove my genuineness, I always wanted to be able to prove that I was genuine, okay? And so having that video was always good proof, and just seeing where I come from, and I'm not just talking about it, but hey, I'm about it, baby. So that was always there. But anyway, shit happened a little bit faster than I expected, but that's cool. I go with the flow, okay? So, okay, I got into the trade because I'm like, okay, well, I've got kids, okay? I got 4 kids, and 2 of those kids I've been out of their life, kind of in and out, kind of like, I haven't been there consistently. Like, I've always been that father that sees them in the summertime, sees them on the holidays. I'll give their mother money, you know, like behind the curtains. I've always been there, but I haven't been in a household, and that affects them. And I especially saw it when I got to be with them for a whole consistent year last year. And I got to see them day in and day out, and I noticed how much different they are from how I would want them to be, or how much different they are from the kids that are with me every day, because I have a set of twins who are with me every day, and you can see the things that they pick up on and how they act versus how my other kids act when they're not with me every day. And but before that even happened, I got into the trade so that way I could do something that allowed me to be free, right? Once I get my journeyman certificate, I don't have to work for another company. I can work for my own self. Matter of fact, I'm in the process of starting my company now. So I can do that, and I can make a lot of money, enough money for me to still live my dreams and be there for my children and be a father, and all these things can still come together. But what I did not prepare for was the 4 years of what feels like hell. The 4 years of being a fucking servant. You know what I mean? Like, I did not anticipate it to feel this fucking bad. Like, it feels like torture, homie, and I don't understand. And it's even more so feels like that because everybody who's a servant around me, they either don't realize that they're a servant or they don't fucking care. And there's no like talk of rebellion, not even rebellion. I don't want anybody to like revolt against the companies. That's not what I'm saying. But like, dude, I can sit there and talk to somebody about my dreams, about how I want to get better and do better and all this and all that. And that shit's like intimidating to people. But I'm not here to talk about my coworkers or anything like that. What I'm just trying to say is like, being a servant for 5 days out the week, almost continuous, non-stop. And then you say, okay, well now I'm going to be a master per se. I'm going to create. Masters, create. You at least have to be a master of yourself, right? Or you're creating somebody else's ideas. But for me, I like to create my own ideas. So I have to turn into my master self. It's hard for me to transition from my servant self to my master self. And it takes, right now, it's taking me like fucking 24 hours of downtime just for me to transition from my servant self to my master self.